Welcome everybody to the two-man power trip, the Black Man Starting a Nerd Lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
And we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. What's up, co-host?
What is good, my brother?
Yeah, it's been a minute again.
Yeah. Right? That seems
We
to
say
be.
that. Yeah, that seemed like a common theme with us in this podcast now.
I know that this might just be the summer wave.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we try and deal with what it comes, so we balance.
Exactly. Life happens. Summer vacation time.
Facts. So we
That's how
just
things
maneuvers
goes.
that.
Yep.
Speaking of that, let's ship into our first segment on Five Guys and talk about the last, I guess, 2 weeks pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So shifting over to that, prior to this week, how was your last week? My basic vacation week, pretty much.
It was good. I chilled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I did last week, which is
Was-
I don't know if
was-
that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Was work that crazy?
No, work was just work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what I did that weekend though.
That was Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah, that was last week. I'm talking about the weekend
Yeah.
before.
Oh, that way. Going that far. Oh.
Yeah, 'cause we
Oh, it was that week. It was the week where it was super hot. It was like 90 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, now I remember. Okay. Yeah, I definitely remember now. Okay. Yeah, so the week that it was super hot, yeah, we went to go see Dad. So that's what I did that
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so me and my little sis went over to go see Dad in Jersey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How
And
was
like I
that?
said, work was work. It was
Yeah.
not. Work is crazy right now. Work is there's a lot of moving parts and stuff going on right now.
How was the shift of did anything majorly shift did the shift of management happen and all that stuff?
It happened, then some other stuff happened,
Oh God,
and then some more stuff happened. I was like, nothing
Oy.
to do with my side of the house, but
shit.
on the other side of the house, I was like, oh, you're leaving too? Oh,
Yeah,
and
this is
you?
sounding-
Oh, okay.
This is sounding always shift.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this feels like 2015 all over again. Well,
Yeah. I mean, I got some of that I got some of that on my end from after that. Yeah, you're right. After that hot ass weekend, that Monday that started my vacation started off with a kind of a banger informational because I came back and my mom told me some information that I didn't even think, and then that's when she told me she was retiring.
oh, so mom's retiring?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that kind of came out of left field, but she's retiring on her birthday, which is this month.
Oh, wow. Okay, congrats to mom.
Yep. Hey, sometimes
Listen.
your body tell you when the body tell you.
Yeah, you know when you know. It's like when you
Exactly
know when you're
right.
ready to hang it up, and you're ready to hang it up.
Yep, you know when to fold them.
Yep. Congratulations, mom. You deserve that.
Big facts.
Enjoy retirement.
Yep. So amongst that, throughout the week, well, I was off. I had my vacation time, so that actually came to good use for the entire week. Monday, I went out food adventuring a couple places here and there, out into the city, and got that shit done real quick with the sun out bright before people was in the rush hour area and shit like that. So I got through that. Tuesday, that's when Elijah and family got to touch down and stuff like that. And then what was it? Tuesday, I got stuff done like super early while they were like flying over in the plane. So I got like new work pants and man stuff. I was hopping like left, right, and center, doing that, going to the gym and stuff like that. Work kind of fixed off the minutia stuff that I had to get out the way. And then when Elijah and them touched down, they had the car ready and they was driving. They had their place fixed up in Jersey, and then they came around and came and picked me up. So I got to hang out with them. And then at that time, they was like going towards the local places to eat, like getting beef patties and pizza and stuff like that. Now this is his girlfriend Tatiana's first time in New York, so she was trying the Jamaican food out here, and then she was trying her first slice of New York pizza, which
Nice.
she was vibing to that. And then we got back to the house, and it was late, so we kind of chilled and slept. Then the next day we was kind of getting stuff for because the main reason they was here is because his sister was graduating from medical school, so she was becoming an MD. So at that point, we was trying to get like stuff ready because she was having a celebration party that Thursday. So we was getting food together and little hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. In the midst of that, earlier moving on to the week, Elijah had told me that he was getting ready to propose to his girlfriend. So I was like, because he texted me that, and he said he had big news that he was trying to like usher in, and then I was waiting for him to say whether they already did that, and he didn't tell me from before, but he was letting me know on that, and then while we was picking up stuff in the grocery store, he was showing me that the ring he already had purchased the ring and stuff like that. Okay. So his plan was to follow up later that week. So we was just kind of going back and forth and talking about, because she was out somewhere picking up hors d'oeuvres and stuff with the family while this is all happening in kind of like a Costco's. So we just chatting away and just figuring stuff. So later that day we went to go pick up Kenya, and then that's when we all went on the mini food adventure. Like he drove out into the city, which I mean, to be honest, if you try and do a food adventure, whether you take the train or you drive, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Because if you take the train, you're gonna have all these weird occurrences or all this other shit that could happen on the train as shit has been happening lately. Yeah. Or you could have a situation where you're in a car and traffic is hell. And you're just trying to get places that's only 20 minutes away, and it feels like all the time is flying away from you because you're trying to drive up, and then you got to get parking, and then you got to get out, and then you got to walk to the place because parking is never close enough to the area, so you got to kind of do that. And then if areas is far away, then you got to drive further, and that's more traffic. Like it was 5 different places. 3 of them you got to kind of drive to different locations, and then the rest of them you kind of walk it. So we was doing touchdown numbers. Like when we got in there, the first spot we picked was a Milano meat market, which was like that was an hour away from closing by the time we got around there. But we got our sandwiches. They was in love with their chicken palms and stuff like that. We went to the deli. Eli found his Sour Patch straws that he couldn't get into, that he can't find in California, but they out here in the New York bodegas. So always respect to the New York bodegas because they essential over everything else.
Yes, the bodegas hold us down.
Yeah, they hold us down stronger than shit out there. So
and for anybody that's never been in New York, driving in Manhattan is pure hell.
Oh, big time. Because man, we was trying to get around just the simple places that was like 20 minutes a pop. But that shit the time kept going, and we had to like usher in some stuff. Like we was trying to go to Super Taste to get the dumplings. Yeah, no time for that. But in the meantime, we went over to Spring Street Pizza so she can have the spicy spring, the big square pizza. She like Tatiana loved that one. We went off to Mochi Nut that had the Korean corn dogs and the donut and the little coffee canister ube and stuff like that. We went there once.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and that spot's nice. We went over by where did we go next? After that, we went to Stuffed so we could have the ice cream sandwiches and stuff like that. And since we got there literally like we was the last people to get stuff before they close up. So when we went in there, we ordered everything that we wanted. But like since they get their donuts fresh and stuff like that, they had like 3 boxes full of like 12 glazed donuts. So they gave us all the 3 boxes for free.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so we was maneuvering in and out like bad spots, and then like we stopped in the dispensary dumpling place at the end. So Tatiana had her feel of different weird dumplings. And Kenya got her lychee and stuff like that. Everything was good. Everything was straight. So that food adventure was a success. She got to find all the strange and nice and oblong spots. They was super full. I turned to them and they was like, "Who's the person that can show you all the spots?" They know it's me. So that's
right.
That's big flex on that. So it was good. So after that, we all went back. They gave us a box to take, a box of donuts to take back, and then they took the two for there. So because they had the event the next day, so keep it for guests and stuff like that.
Yep.
The following day, the Thursday, in India's graduation party, stuff was nice. She had her ceremony early in that time. She's an official MD, and then we went over for the nice dinner, seeing familiar faces and stuff like
Congrats
that
to
I
her.
haven't seen. Yeah, big facts. It's so crazy to see how time flies, because I remember when she just started that, and she started her program out in Antigua. So she was all the way in Antigua for about like 3 years doing her residency and stuff like that, and going back and forth. So for her to finally complete it is crazy, and a culmination of many things. So the celebration and stuff was really nice. Seeing familiar faces and stuff like that. Me and Mom brought the oxtails and a whole bunch of stuff, and they was talking about the oxtails throughout the whole time and stuff like that. Like they was vibing to. We had good plates. Everything was looking nice. So that was a good time. That was a good time had by all. The next couple of days, I was playing pretty much recovery. Friday, I got my downtime. That's when all the shows was dropping. That's when they had the Kenobi and the Stranger Things season 4. So I was just kind of posted up the whole day trying to get through shit. And then Saturday, me and Kenya had another food adventure, which was basically I made a whole list. I woke up that morning Wednesday, and I took like an hour to 2 hours, like basically formulating all we was gonna do that night. And then I had some leftover stuff that was like just in case on the list. So me and Kenya kind of went around to go pick up like leftover different spots, like how we didn't get to touch on Super Taste the other day. Went over to Super Taste that Saturday. Like we went to like 8 different spots to go pick up shit.
Yeah, y'all. The co-host is good for planning.
Oh yeah. That when it comes to food adventures, I'm the man with the plan.
You sure are.
Yeah, bro. So I could put that shit together, and we did us hit 8 spots. We went to like Taco Mahal. We went to like we got the dumplings. I'm talking about like we was running back and forth. I stopped at like that black owned oat milk ice cream spot, which took the longest. That shit was the wildest line for some.
How was it though?
It was alright, to be honest. I mean, oat milk is the only shit that like ever since I was in the hotel, I started enjoying oat milk with my cereal and stuff like that, and it don't mess with my stomach. So it makes a good base for ice cream, but overall it was like it's kind of alright.
Oat milk?
Yeah, oat milk.
Okay.
That's the new shit. That's instead of almond milk and regular milk, niggas go to oat milk now. But oat milk actually slap. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Okay.
but having that shit all together in that ice cream and that small thing, it was alright. It's not worth the long ass line that they have going in for the craziness, but that's trendy when it comes to different shit. But we went all the ways around. We went back to Claudaddy to go drink, and then we went to like this spot and that spot. We went back to the pizza place again because everybody after trying this spicy spring, Mono spicy spring, that shit always hit. But yeah, so Saturday was mad nice. And then Sunday, that's when I was telling you from before when we popped out to Legends to go enjoy the AEW show. That was Q's first pop out to Legends in a long while. So like he came in there and him and his 10-minute gimmicks, cause homie pulled out the gloves, homie pulled out the towel. He had a mini triceratops. He had like every 10 minutes, and you know how long the AEW shows go. So like every 10 minutes, homie had a new gimmick. He pulled out the tic-tac-toe. Like everything was mad funny. Like every time Janelle or somebody came to the table, she was mad jokes because Cherry was cracking jokes, Robert was cracking jokes, Q was cracking jokes. Yeah, Kenya after a while she started enjoying the show. Like we was just all chilling. Even like the table we was at only had 4 chairs, so they was wondering if anybody was gonna be stressed. But then I pulled out the stool, and then Janelle was like, "We can get you a chair, it's never that serious." She thought I was sitting on a trash can or some shit. And then when she really looked at it, she was like, "I don't understand. I thought he pulled out an accordion." and then you just popped it out. She was like, "Oh my god, you you innovative. You got the stuff on you, son. You got that shit. That shit worked perfectly when you at a concert or you waiting on the train and stuff like. I was like, yep. She was like, you out here with the stuff, and I'm like, yep, son. She was like, y'all innovative out here. I was like, yeah. I was like, I got quick one for his birthday. I said you and me always go places with that shit. Catch us at Brooklyn Comic Con with it because you know we ain't gonna be out without that shit at all.
Oh no, we don't go to a con without those now.
catch us if you want to catch us at the next two events, Brooklyn Comic Con and the MLW Battle Riot. I'm bringing that shit. I'm bringing the shit.
Of course, yeah.
You never know, just in case, cause shit gets messy.
Yep, we definitely not going to a con without those.
No, that's essential. All of this shit is essential. Like just for me to have that situation on Sunday was just so perfect. Like everybody had a seat, and I just popped that shit out, and everybody was just looking. They was like, "What the fuck?"
That was flashbacks of freaking Anime NYC.
Oh, big time, big time, and it will constantly be that. I guarantee you, everywhere we go, when niggas is dumb tight with their legs and shit like that, and we pop this out, this is gonna be a 2K5 ever shit. Nothing was better than going into that room full of black people on the floor. And the panel was going off, and we got there super late. Shit was already started 20 minutes, and we went in there. We popped the seat. Niggas was all looking mad.
Oh, they was big.
Oh my god, the niggas on the ground looked at us like we came in there flashing money.
They was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers."
Thanks, man. Nah. But that was good. That Sunday back in the Legends vibe. Other than AEW finishing around like 1:00. That shit.
Yo.
That shit was a good time. But niggas was knocked. Like Q of 1,000 gimmicks, his last gimmick was sleep.
Listen, hey, that's what happened the last time I went to the viewer party at Legends for AEW. Yeah. I'm like, listen here, AEW, you need to respect my time, because
I mean, yeah,
if y'all gonna do that, cut some of the matches times. Either cut the match times or cut the amount of matches.
I hope they figure it out for Forbidden Door because they can't be doing that. They can't be doing it like a month apart. Like
people is old.
Yeah,
people gotta go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, they only got lucky this time to be that deep because niggas had Memorial Day next day and shit like that. And if niggas had like OT overtime, they was already gone from the bar. Like Cherry left early, but going into that shit, like nah, bro. It was if we didn't have a day off the next day, we would have had to cut that shit off early. Like nah. That was way too long. Niggas just folded all around, and I mean everybody talking about it. It feel like pulling in an 8-hour shift.
Exactly. I'm like, we don't need the WrestleMania numbers on a quarterly basis, yo. It's too much.
That shit was something else. But that's why the next day for Memorial Day, I was posted up. That was recovery after back-to-back, outings and stuff like that. So that was a good way. That was a nice chill way to go into going back into the regular stuff, and then. From Tuesday all the way up so far, it's been, I mean, knock on wood, everything good, but like it hasn't been crazy at work. Like stuff has been established. We've gotten a little petty with our certain maneuvers and stuff like that since they be thinking we don't do enough. We make sure that the line is all lengthy and healthy, so they make sure they see us doing shit because the line's gonna stretch out there. Nobody's like all hands on deck. We got enough people doing X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. So far pretty much so good because everybody's kind of back now.
Okay, that's what's up.
So work pretty much been work for the most part. Other than that, everything's been chill. What was it? Just regular gym stuff. I seen Ron J. Giving him. It was my first time seeing Ron J. since.
Dang, when's the last time I saw Ron J? Shoot.
I think last time I talked to him yesterday. I think the last time I seen him was Con.
Con did.
Yeah, so back in November. So like I gave him the update and shit that because I don't. What was it? Movie time. Wait, no, I'm lying. The last time we all seen each other was Batman.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did see Batman. So that was the last time, but that was still before the hotel situation.
Yes, it was.
So I got to talk to him, and tell him the layout of all the extra BS that was happening, and he was feeling me because I mean he was kind of going through the same situation for like 2 years when it came to fixing up his apartment.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of just came together on that and just fixed that up all together.
Okay.
So that was good shit, and then now we on here.
Yeah. Yeah, so last weekend while you guys were chilling at Legends, I went out to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good vibe, had a good time. Then we was out smoking and drinking. And
Shout
it's
outs
funny
to the
because
peeps.
I didn't wind up dipping out until about the same time.
Yeah.
We went to got some empanadas from Empanada's mama and
Mm-hmm.
had a good time overall.
Good.
Just jumping around the city and just enjoying the day. But yeah,
Facts. That's good.
and then, like I said, Monday was just recovery because Tuesday
Yeah.
I knew the crap was coming,
Facts. We all did at that point.
and boy did it come.
Shit. So this week has been the most mess.
Man, this week I'm just tired. I'm just over it. I
At least so at least you got that half day tomorrow.
yes. I thank you for Flex Fridays because
Yeah, right.
12 o'clock I'm gonna be like, woohoo!
Facts. Freedom.
Yes, that's exactly it. My coworker was like, yo, she like next week I'm on vacation. I can't wait.
Oh shit. I definitely know the anticipation feeling of that.
So I'm like, yeah, next week. I was like, that's gonna.
That's
I was like, I'm going to do not disturb, bro. Don't look for me.
facts.
Offline and everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, legit. I didn't get any work group text back until like that Tuesday. That I got thrusted straight into that, and then I got the messages. I was like, okay, so y'all definitely held off for that whole week.
Yeah, for real. Man, yeah. So next week will be fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got our events coming up and stuff like that for the following couple weeks and stuff like that. So that should be cool.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. First
Yep,
Brooklyn
yep.
Comic Con. So I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely. That'll be another adventurous weekend to see with that.
Yes.
All right, so shifting over into our second quick segment with Off the Cuff. This kind of falls in line with kind of what we've been talking about with the vacations and stuff, but just a small one. What's like what's like some of your favorite things to do with your time off?
Ooh, sometimes I like to chill. I like to go out and just enjoy myself, man.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even planned my summer days yet. It's crazy because I still have all my vacation times. I think I only took a day.
Oh damn. So how much you have for the year?
15.
Oh okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got. I mean, whenever shit feels right and comes up, then I mean, put in that
Yeah.
vacation time for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some time this summer.
Facts.
Debate whether or not I'm gonna take me a trip.
Yeah.
I might just stay local. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it
Yeah,
out.
man, it's up to however the wind blows and however you feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Shit. But I mean, yeah, going off that vibe, it's the same thing with me. I just like to take myself around like locally, and then I like if I had a food spot that I've been putting off for a while, and I want to go visit or something. That's basically what I got out of the joy of like the early state of Monday. Like it was early in the morning. I woke up and I got myself ready, and I went to the spots that I wanted to hit up locally, and just see if everything's worth the hype.
Yeah. Now I gotta go investigate this oat milk.
Yeah, the trying that with some cereal. If you want to try that ice cream spot, they got weird times, but I mean, if anybody want to try the Urban Dessert Lab, I mean it's black owned, so big respect to that. But
They better not be the Yasuke ice cream.
I mean, they have different flavors. It could be just the one that I tried wasn't.
I know, cause
Oh,
I ain't
yeah.
like that.
I don't know. There's different ways they got it, so I don't know. Respect to oat milk though. It's doing the damn thing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just the favorite things we like to do with our time off. It's all about enjoy yourself.
We haven't had a karaoke adventure in a minute either.
Yep. That's gonna probably come up soon.
Right,
But we gonna see if we can balance between that and maybe Brooklyn Comic Con for the weekend as well.
Yeah.
So switching over to our small subsection discussion, I've got plenty of kind of reboot news now that that things have been kind of flying by with some information.
Here we go.
So, my first question is, did you get to watch the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie yet?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna hold off on that till so we can talk about it for whenever you do go see it, because that's a whole segment.
I heard it's heat,
itself.
and I just haven't had a chance to watch it
Nah,
yet.
that's fine. That's fine. So when you get to it, we'll touch base on that. But one of the things that's been going on this week, and I mean it comes along with nerd fandom at all costs. But have you been hearing about the Star Wars controversy with the black woman?
Yeah, what is that about?
So Moses Ingram plays a new Star Wars character who is the third sister in the Inquisitors on Star Wars. They're basically Jedis who were taken over by during like Order 66, where they were put into a situation where these little children that are learning the Force either choose to work for the dark side and help them find other Jedi to find out and kill, or they get killed themselves. So they kind of like forced into a situation. So she's a new character that they just made up for the show that they can just fit in right there. That's perfectly fine. But because Star Wars has a fitted trend that they don't like either women or people of color, and this lady is a fusion of both. It has become an absolute shitstorm in this lady's Instagram. They have sent her, emailed her, sent her death threats, sent her a whole bunch of mess, and it's just been like a wave of shit. And this show just came out last week, but I knew like right off rip when they were showing trailers, and I saw a black woman with like braids holding a Sith lightsaber off rip. I already knew how messy this was gonna get, and they follow suit. Like these people were harassing her nonstop. Like this was, I think Kenobi was the number one highest watched first premiere show in all of Disney Plus, and that's saying a lot of shit for a lot of stuff, especially when they have a bunch of Marvel shows on the shit. And to say that Kenobi was like top watched off rip, all those people, all those like extremely racist people ran straight to Moses and started like attacking her, talking about she can't act and saying all these derogatory stuff to her. She's a Yale like worthy actor, like studied all this shit to go do this and do a job. She's doing a job, and they've been attacking her constantly through that shit.
Wow.
So it's just racist, stupid fandom like rearing its ugly head again.
More the bullshit. Okay.
Oh yeah, 100%. This has happened to many people of John Boyega being Finn in old series, and it's happened to Asian folk like Kelly Tran in some of the movies. Like people take these characters up the heart, and then even when they don't know like these characters have been put in or stuff like that, they always make it like a standard of agenda like fighting and stuff like that. Like this lady didn't take any white man's job or nothing like that. This is a character created all their own, and somebody that they wanted to work with. And whether you like the character or not, they have went to like attacking her in just a multitude of ways. And I respect Star Wars' response. And Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in this series, came out in an Instagram video talking about like basically I love the response and the respect that everybody's protecting this black woman who they've said they respect, and they're happy that she has joined up with the team and is part of the show and everything. That like usually when this shit happens all the time, the backlash comes through and then it falls on deaf ears. The person is left to handle it. But to see Star Wars just behind it in the machine that it is, like just to have people come out and be on defense mode of her is perfectly great. Especially like a week ago, they had the biggest Star Wars celebration at the Star Wars convention and shit like that, where fans was hooping and hollering. Then like a week later, all the racism came down on the black woman. Like she wasn't there. Like niggas wasn't cheering them like just a week ago.
Yeah, the toxic fandom. I've heard about it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to people of color entering any kind of space. Every time I see another person of color in any kind of fantasy element, it always like someone always feels and takes it upon themselves like this is some kind of trend. Like black people shouldn't exist in futuristic shit. It comes to anime, it comes to nerdum culture, it comes to comic books, like everything that does to anything with when it comes out of the status quo, when it's not like a straight white male, it goes off with some bullshit.
That's every damn time.
Yeah. Yeah, like they see, like they have a problem with black people, they have a problem with women. You merge those shits together and put that in Star Wars, and boy, do you see the racism fly.
Like you complain if they play an existing character, you complain if they create a new character. What do you want, people?
They just don't want black people to exist.
Yeah,
like legit. I seen some comments. What was it? I think there was one time I seen what was it when the controversy for that Spy X Family when people was creating like black versions of the character. I think I saw somebody on a Twitter post saying anime is a fantasy land and we don't want to think about black people existing in this fantasy land. I was like, excuse me? Like we escape reality. We don't expect to see black people here. I'm like,
man, listen. I'm just over it.
Yep. So that was the Star Wars controversy BS with that. So that was one part of that. Switching over to another reboot news. Did you hear about the Sonic fans that are working on resurrecting the 90s cartoon?
I've heard bits and pieces of it, but I didn't hear that they were... I knew they were working on something, but I didn't know they were trying to resurrect the 90s cartoon.
I think what it was from the article I seen, I think it's the team that was behind it originally back in the day who have their own YouTube stuff, and I guess I don't know if they kickstarted it or they have the money backing it, but since I think it was for Sonic Underground that it got canceled and they never like resolved the main plot of the main issue that was going on at the time. So I think they came together on the YouTube and they're giving Sonic fans like the resurrection of it so they can complete the story pretty much. So they're doing so through YouTube. They're finding their own means. It's not like a reboot through Hulu or anything like that, but it's like through a YouTube means. So it's kind of fan made, fan work, but it's by the people who did it, so it's more personal.
Okay, nah, that's what's up.
That's dope. Yep. And I mean, it's Sonic Underground is one of those low key that people remember from the '90s with Sonic and his family.
Yep, so Sonic, like I said, if there was a time to do it, now would be the time to do it.
Sonic is having such a blast when it comes to content, whether it's the new game or it's the continued comic run or it's just movies and influences and shit all around us. Like we gonna have next conversations about Sonic all around, but Sonic is really doing the damn thing.
Yeah, I am so happy that the movies are being handled so well.
Yes, multiple ways.
I was so nervous. I'm like,
oh yeah, video game movies in general. Yeah, of course. But Sonic 1 and even better with Sonic 2, they have shown that they have proved that they got this. They know the team to work with it.
Yep. So I'm so happy for that.
Facts. So that one was a good point. And then we switch over to another news. Do you know? So I guess I just found this out for the most of me because I never realized this was a thing. But okay, so it's the 90-year anniversary of Goofy. But did you know like Goofy? I guess I didn't know this at the time. But Goofy's like when the original cartoon played out, Goofy. Did you know Goofy's like original name or his grandfather's name that they used to use him in the cartoons?
No.
Yeah, I just found this out. So back in I think 1932, they had a character that was the original Goofy called Dippy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Dippy was the Goofy iteration that they used to have in classic cartoons for years until eventually they shifted over to the Goofy character. But like Dippy was the original, so like Goofy's like Goofy is kind of like the second inclination. So Goofy in itself is his own kind of reboot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just like how we had Oswald the Rabbit transition into Mickey Mouse. Like there's some characters. Now it makes me curious. I should look back into if Donald Duck was always Donald Duck. Like maybe his grandfather was like Doofert Duck or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. Donald's lineage is all over the place. You got Scrooge and the nephews and all those. So who knows?
Yeah, so I don't know how to base off it, but when I saw that on the Disney 90-year celebration, I was like, who the hell is Dippy?
Yeah, think about it. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised there since Donald has a lot of. Even they show that in DuckTales that his family tree is kind of all over the place.
Facts. So I wouldn't be surprised if you look back at that family tree and you kind of find they kind of put in the Easter egg of who the original probably was.
Yeah, for real. So it's like, whew.
Yeah, looking back in
Interesting,
that's
interesting
something
dig up.
else. Yep. So beside that, we also have today they dropped a little teaser for the Wednesday Addams show. So sometime next week, they should be having Netflix is having their I guess since E3 isn't a thing and I guess San Diego Comic Con has branched out into multiple different inclinations for like streaming services and stuff for different people.
Mm-hmm.
So Netflix now yearly has something called Geek Week, where they show off their new like whatever's fandom having a thing. They're showing off like stuff that people have been a fan of, and they show like more information, more trailers on different shows coming out. So that was more of the information we was getting on the Wednesday Addams show, which was always like something talked about, but they were getting the casting together. But this seems like they're finally ready to like drop a trailer next week, so we can see what's going on with this new show that just really focuses on Wednesday Addams as the main star.
Okay.
Yep. That, and then I'm pretty sure you heard about the whole situation where people are talking about the mangaka Tagashi and Hunter x Hunter making its manga return.
Yes, I've heard the rumblings.
Yep. So Tagashi seems like I don't know what the hell woke him up out of his slumber, but he created a Twitter and he left pieces on his main tweets showing like he's working on this. I seen the last thing he's had, I think, on his tweet says he's worked on 10 inclinations or something. We don't know if it's like 10 pages or 10 works or he's got 10 chapters in the all written up. I don't know when he's ready to drop or get back in his commune, but like he seems like he's finally ready to go. We've gotten official like drafts and kind of works on stuff. So like the alluded Hunter x Hunter hiatus is seemingly finally about to come to an end, and we back at it.
Somebody let him out of the dumpster like Rita Repulsa, man.
Facts. He's finally back. I don't know if it's a company decision or he decision, but like it looked like that he finally put down the games. The back is finally feeling better, and homie, you ready to get back at it.
Yep.
I mean, the world been looking out. I mean, look, we still got Bleach coming back in October, and now we got this. I mean, this is being real good.
Might finish before Attack on Titan at this rate.
Yeah, they want to have part 4, part 5, and all this other bullshit. But yeah, that was a good momentum between like these last 2 weeks talking about it. And then also, do you know about this show? You do know about Birdman, Attorney at Law, and stuff like that. The classic show.
Harvey Birdman.
Yeah, Harvey Birdman. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if you heard about there was like a reboot done, I think, kind of like last year called Bird Girl.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they're about to drop their season 2 on HBO Max in June 19th. But Bird Girl pretty much picks up. I think she might be the daughter, or she's the daughter of somebody who's taken on pretty much the same thing. It's kind of the same comedy level of just kind of like gender swapping it. So we have Bird Girl, and they're continuing on with the season. Last season was pretty funny. It's had its moments and stuff like that. I kind of rated up there with like Mike Tyson mysteries when it comes to random Adult Swim shows that are like super funny if you actually sit down and watch it. So that's one of those things, those hidden gems on HBO Max that people might not have known about, or that they kind of continue on. So new content coming around if people looking for that.
Nice.
And then we also got did you hear about Akira Toriyama's comments on the upcoming Super movie and his interests? So he said stuff about Gohan and Piccolo.
I heard some rumors about how Gohan was the strongest fighter or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. So apparently, all of a sudden, Gohan is the now strongest Z fighter in the writer's opinion. I don't know where the hell that's been for like the longest time, but like Gohan suddenly now the strongest Z fighter again. And then And then he said his favorite character is Piccolo. So I'm like, where's all this energy been? Like he's been saying this for years and stuff like that, but like the energy hasn't shown off for nothing. Like
Wait,
there's been mad content and you've led niggas by the wayside. Like me and Roger was talking about it. We was talking
did he
about
finally
like
get a house?
yeah, he just finally got a house and he getting mail and shit like that. Like I don't like they said this upcoming movie is gonna be the most time we've heard Piccolo ever speak.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, you say he's your favorite character, but you don't write no content for him. You don't write him to get nothing. Like this is the first time he's gotten a power up since he's been like fusing with people, and he's for some reason gone light skinned. Like I don't like why are you skin bleaching him?
Yeah, that's problematic too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this anime was low key controversial for its Popo image and the way they depicted black people from its
Mr.
from
Popo, yeah.
Mr. Popo, and then the way how they drew black people with the big ass lips, and going all the way back to '70s. Like this is old school anime shit that come out of Dragon Ball Z, and then I mean we all kind of technically adopted Piccolo because he's dressed in Muslim garb, pretty much. It's like that's. I don't know, man. He acts a lot weirdly about the characters that he super appreciated somehow, because me and Roger was talking about the Resurrection of F movie where homeboy got fried. Like he was in the tracksuit, he barely could remember if he could go Super Saiyan at all and shit like that. These are not good moments.
Nope, not at all.
But now that the movie wants to put Gohan and Piccolo back in the forefront, he talking and he hyping it.
He talking that stuff. He talking that talk.
Yep, he talking the talk. So
Okay,
I guess we should find out by the end of summer what's going down, because that's when this movie finna drop this month in Japan, but by August I think we got it in North America and shit like that. So it's not too long till we get to see the movie.
Okay, all right.
Yep, and then the last piece of reboot news is definitely one that touches subject on us. So it's been some time, but we finally get to talk about the Austin St. John situation.
Oh man.
So listeners of this podcast knows our history with us with certain ASJ and our little gremlin situations and talking that talk and walking that walk, but a Power Ranger got caught up in these PPP loans and these situations. So it's morphin time for sure. Put the extra P's on that. Morphin time. But yeah, so Austin St. John got caught up in the PPP loan situation. Looked like he took out a whole bunch of money out of that shit, scammed them out of millions of dollars from his desk and his family's desk from Instagram. It seemed like he had a third party people that was handling his money that seemed to have screwed him over, but it looks like this situation could land him into prison for about 20 years, which I found out apparently Ricardo Mejia, who was the Wild Force Red Ranger who stabbed his roommate and killed him with a sword, only got 6 years.
Wow.
So this is wild. For murder, homeboy got 6 years, and Austin St. John is looking at 20. That shit crazy for some PPP loans.
Yeah, that shit is wild. Damn, SPD came and got you and everything. Fuck.
Yeah, man, Doggy Kruger caught you and read you the receipts. ASJ, man, he was too busy, like, watching the podcast and shit like that, and look like he on his own with this situation. This shit got him caught up.
Damn.
But I mean, he's not the only one with controversies. Did you hear the new JDF versus Hasbro controversy?
I've heard some rumors about he wasn't coming back for Power Rangers, but I didn't know anything about him. And
so it does stem with Hasbro. I don't know if he's coming back for the 30th anniversary, or 30th is going to be his last time with Power Rangers, but it all has to do with his tattoos. So Hasbro doesn't fuck with the brand of people who like tattoo their body and stuff like that. They like the cookie cutter clean, I guess, look on stuff. So Jason David Frank is no longer like housed as a family member because of the clean image of Hasbro and tattoos. They want him to cover up tattoos and all this other situational stuff. So Hasbro. It looks like Saban was team JDF all the way in any way he can, and it looks like Hasbro put out the shit that they beef with JDF about. So it looks like as long as Hasbro owns Power Rangers, JDF ain't fucking with it.
Wow.
I mean, it's been many years that he's been, doing tattoos. He's got tattoos all over his body and stuff like that. And Hasbro not fucking with niggas with tattoos.
I'm like, I guess that's their right, but fuck.
Yeah, that's their right, but that's
kind of
that's hurting. It's hurting. At the end of the day, I know we as Power Rangers fans talk about, they use Tommy and X, Y, and Z, but there's a reason behind it. When niggas talk, it's like the Attitude Era. It's like wrestling in general. It's like you can complain about WWE and all you want and stuff like that, but it's like at the end of the day, most people know wrestling with the WWE. When people talk about Power Rangers, they usually always think of either the Mighty Morphin or like specifically stuff with Green Ranger that does iconic stuff. Like Tommy is an iconic person, and kind of losing out on him in the baseline, he has his own subset of fans. It's like you kind of alienate that.
And yeah, I don't like it. I'm like, for tattoos, for your own expression.
That's what I'm saying. And then that also goes along the lines of any other Ranger who has certain tattoos and shit too. Like you think over the line of years and stuff like that, none of these motherfuckers got tattoos either.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like it. Like I said, it's their prerogative, but it's not something I agree with.
Yeah, that's stuff. And then they trying to do Power Rangers reboots and stuff like that, and you're gonna need those cameos and shit like that. Everybody always likes a nice, put in here like, cameo and stuff like that, and it's gonna be very awkward to do the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot, and then they're gonna touch subject on the Tommy, and then this controversy is only just gonna go over their head more.
Yep, I'm like, what's that? I can't wear my hair a certain way, so I don't like iffy, that. I don't like going down that slope.
I know shit gonna be iffy. I mean, we are, and then the worst part about it is with this shit with Austin St. John, and now you losing JDF. It's like, bro, y'all are grasping at straws for these cameos now.
Damn. So what does that mean for the 30th anniversary? Fuck.
Damn it! Damn it! Because shit was looking real nice. I heard that they had brought on Trini's daughter. I didn't even know Trini had a daughter this whole time. That's gonna be really nice. I didn't know Trini had a daughter to do shit like that. It makes you feel like someone's finally ready to get back into space.
Jay, you fucking it up.
Like in comparison to Martha Hart coming back to the wrestling world after the whole shit that we know about with Owen Hart and shit like that. This is Trini's daughter coming back with the Power Rangers because nobody's ever seen her in any of these Power Ranger celebration shits that they've ever done. So for them to get her name on the marquee to talk about her mother that was going to be a huge emotional point right off there. So we losing out on mad shit for this anniversary. It sounds like y'all just going to have to cut it. And that's highly disappointing. 30 years is such a perfect way to set up some shit.
Come on, they gonna have to let ASJ out of jail for like a week or something.
Facts. So they gonna have to let him Zoom call or something like that. Right. Give him like money and shit.
Yeah, man, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, and then they gonna have to drop their beef with JDF and shit like that. Like they need these classic heads to come out. Like they still alive. It's gonna be awkward when you try to dance around this conversation, acting like why they not there.
Yeah, so it's like, they gotta make something happen.
Yep. So that cleared out reboot news for that. There's a lot of reboot news that we had to come back and cover because, I mean, stuff is moving a mile a minute with this stuff.
Well, at least we know one thing that's still in the ground.
Well, after that last video, I said if Breath of the Wild get popping, then these people might be distracted.
That's right. Let's go, Team Zelda.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see how bad they. I mean, this week they did release a trailer for the Gotham Knights, which I'm still weirded out about with the description of that show. CW has Gotham Knights coming out, and it's all like these weird characters that have there's a Gotham Knights video game coming out that has Jason Todd and Nightwing and Red Hood and Batgirl and all that stuff, and then CW decides to do their own Gotham Knights show that have none of those characters, and they all get obscure weird ass other characters that I've never heard from comics or something like that, or they have to be like super obscure. Like there's extra no-named people that nobody puts in like the Batman family and stuff like that. You got Joker's daughters, the daughters of the Joker, and I'm like, I saw the trailer and it felt mad Riverdale-ish, and I'm like, CW, why do you do this? you always like there's a concept that comes out and you see a name and you interested in that and then you see the trailer and you like, bro, y'all, what is this?
Well, we ain't gotta worry about them much longer.
We'll see on that. We'll see if they fighting or they letting go or some shit like that.
Bring back the WB.
It looks like they fighting. They fighting with whatever they got, and they gonna release whatever they got at the end of it because it looks like I feel like before they go, they're gonna release something that we see from under the ground. That's gonna be their last action.
Bring back Michigan J Frog.
Oh, facts. Oh, please, everybody do the Michigan brag. Bring him back. Open up that WB vault.
Right?
Shit. But yeah, that closes off reboot news. And we can switch it to the main event segment. Let's talk about it. It's time for the main event. Main event segment, third segment of this week. We're going to be back on the comfy couch. We're going to touch base on a Netflix original per se on this. We got, we tackling the show from video game to TV show. We tackling Cuphead, episode 1 and 2. One of them short adventure episodes here today. And we're going to jump into these notes. Well, we're going to jump into these fast facts.
Yes. I was like, okay.
Yeah, before that. Before I give my rundown, do you have any fast facts for the show?
Nope, I have no fast facts for this one.
Okay, so I got some. Turned from game to TV series. Obviously, it's based off of a Canadian indie game that got hot. It was started out in studio MDHR. It started with that animation and stuff like that. That team came together to come up with a game that had a classic feel that was easy to fucking rage quit. That game is number one when anybody knows of the controversy of Cuphead. They also knows the controversy of Rage.
So, co-host, have you beaten the game?
Nowhere ever close, bro. I got to one part. I got to like the third house, and then like I got to the when you pass around to like the third tent of the third round of situations, and then just stop there because every few months I pick up that game, and then I remember the reason why I'm annoyed by it, and then I put it back down. And then this used to start off like as an Xbox exclusive, and then I used to watch my friends run through it and get upset. And then I decided to finally say, if it ever went on handheld, I'd try that shit. And then it came on the Switch, and then I played it, and then I played it, and then I was like, this shit is pissing me the hell off. I had to take a long break. It was like when they rebooted the Crash series and they put it on the PS4, and then everybody remembered how hard this game was originally, and they was like, yeah, these niggas made this game even extra hard. What the hell is this? Everybody that first week,
I feel your pain.
Everybody that first week was wild pissed. They was returning the game in droves.
Because I have it on Xbox, and then I got it on Switch, and I make but so much progress too.
See, it's like it's definitely one of those games built on rage quit and shit like that. So it's a 12. So far, it's 12 episodes, one season. The next season is supposed to come back over time, probably during Geek Week. They'll probably explain when the next season and because they got signed on for like I think a myriad of episodes. I think about 37. So they'll be flushing that out over time. But it's based on the games from Studio MDHR, animated by Lighthouse Studios, streaming on Netflix currently. It follows the misadventures of the impulsive Cuphead and his cautious brother Mugman as they get into wild adventures all around. So we can hop right into these mini adventures.
Alright, so the episode starts with, of course, with the Netflix.
Yep.
And we get hit with the intro.
Yep, we see the Netflix intro comes off with we see the Cuphead image fused with the Netflix studio, and we have Cuphead flies around in his little biplane and shit like that. So yeah, we go into the intro. And how do you feel about the music and the visuals all around?
I like his poppy. I like the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said
I was over there humming it while I seen. I was like, "Pack your bags and let's go."
facts. The
Welcome
music
to the
is
Cuphead Show.
it's
I was
a
like, okay,
definitely-
you got me. Okay.
it's a classic vibe, like an old cartoon, and it explains the show well. I like it, and it fits for sure, especially for this kind of show. It's a ragtime style. It's a ragtime classic.
Yep. So I like the intro.
Yeah.
It's catchy. I like it.
All right, so the title screen pops up, and we get the name of the episode. We got Carnival, so we go straight into that.
Yep. So the episode starts, and we're at the Cuphead house, and we get our intro to Elder Kettle, who is
Yup.
making some pancakes. So at this point, he's tossing the pancakes to the cups, and Mugman grabs all of his pancakes on the plate. He good money.
Yep, he
Mugman-
got the talent with it.
Yeah, Mugman done miscalculated and done missed all his pancakes, and they all fall on the floor.
You talk for Mugman caught it and Cuphead missed it. Which one caught it? You said Mugman
Cuphead caught it.
Okay.
Cuphead caught it. Mugman missed it,
Oh, okay, there we go.
and his pancakes fall to the floor. So Mugman sighs.
Yeah, but then we see Cuphead looking out for his brother. I mean, this is kind of establishing their camaraderie as brothers, as he cut his pancakes in half and give that other half to his unlucky brother.
Yeah, honestly, I sided with Mugman too. I hate to see a good pancake go to waste.
Facts. I mean, look at my IHOP. Oh, I was telling Roger about the IHOP controversy too. I gave him in detail of that bullshit, and that was depressing because that was the IHOP we went to. So I know all about when good things go to waste.
We need to go to a IHOP, but not that one.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I kind of like after that experience was so bad, I gotta put a timestamp on my IHOP adventures for a while.
Yeah. So continuing on, like you said, Cuphead gave Mugman half of his pancakes along with the plate.
Yep.
So-
yep. That's love. That's love and some wild shit. Elder Kid probably gonna be mad about that later.
Mugman was big lit, so Cuphead uses the syrup, and then he passes the syrup to Mugman, only for it to be no syrup left in the thing. So
Damn.
Mugman looked at Cuphead like, "You mofo,"
Giveth and taketh away. Shit.
and then Cuphead done scoffed down all of his pancakes that are covered in syrup in
Yup.
one go.
Man.
Yeah, that's definitely some brother stuff right there.
Yep. 100%. You said I gave you half already, bro. Like, what else you want?
Yeah. And then so here comes Elder Kettle, and he tells them they're in for a real treat. You know, they kind of hype. Like, what's up? What's up?
You know,
He's
kids getting hype off of shit and adults maneuvering on them.
And he's like, "Nah, y'all gonna paint the fence."
And they paint the fence with the it's the classic picket fence, but they gotta paint it white, like bruh.
Yep. So they out painting the fence. They annoyed because they're like, "Oh man, all we do is charge. We want to have some fun and adventure." Like Mugman is like, "I wish there was a way to speed this up so we could go have some fun and adventure." And then here comes freaking Cuphead with the dog on cannon.
Yo, that's classic cartoon for y'all. He pulled out that cannon ready to paint and maneuver so he could run off.
Yep. He fills the cannon up with paint, and as Elder Kettle is coming to check on them, he shoots the paint cannon at the fence and blows the fence up. And so the next thing we see Cuphead and Mugman walk in, and Mugman is telling Cuphead how pissed Elder Kettle was, and Cuphead really doesn't care. He's like, "Eh." And so at this point, they're going to get some paint, get some more paint.
Yeah.
They gotta fix the fence. So Cuphead needs his ass whooped at this point,
Oh, facts. He already showing that he a rambunctious one out here.
right? So
Mugman just be going with the flow.
yeah, he does. So they go to get some more paint, and Mugman is like, let's try to get this paint and not be distracted. But of course, Cuphead grabs Mugman to show him the carnival. Mugman is like, "Nah, bro, I don't know about all this." And then Cuphead is like, "You know what I do when I'm unsure? I double down." He's like, "Mugman, we going."
There we go with our first our first sand from the video game turned over, because I was like, all right, out of the context of all this, even Mugman kind of said, he was like, what the hell that mean?
And Mugman was still like, "Nah, bruh." And then the next thing we see both of them on the roller coaster, eating junk food, riding more rides, and this goes on for a bit.
Yup.
And then we see the two walking, and Mugman was like, "This was great." And we still have time to fix the fence. And
Fight.
Cuphead is gone.
Facts. That was never the plan.
Yep. So next thing we see is Cuphead over at the Soul Ball machine.
Yep.
And he starts playing. So he gets on a hot streak, and and the crowd gathers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, attracting people all around.
Yep. And so all this crowd's gathering. He's getting good. So Mugman, he peeps the telephone also playing the same game.
Yeah.
But telephone guy loses, and he sees his soul gets taken. He's like,
soul completely sucked out. Literally.
Yeah. So then he looks at the sign. He said he reaches his carnival until it flashes. It flashes evil. He's like,
Karn, evil.
Oh, evil.
sounded like Mermaid Man.
That's the first thing I thought of too. I was like,
shit, the same kind of reaction too. He was sweating the same way. Evil. Yeah.
And so the next thing is we get our intro to the devil, who's watching all of the souls he's collected come down from this old machine. And
King of the underworld, and he's singing his jig, showing off his power. How he snatches the power and shit like that from people.
Going into a whole song and dance.
Yo, until his lackey come and break off. That shit reminded me of the Emperor's New Groove. The nigga threw off his groove. That nigga snapped on him.
He's like, what? He's like, the counter stop. So Devil goes to investigate, and he sees Cuphead, and he's like, oh boy, a show off.
Mm-hmm.
And so Mugman is trying to tell Cuphead, like, yo, we need to get out of here. And man, Cuphead is like, double down, son, double down.
And then once again, he said, what the fuck does that mean, man?
Yep. And then the devil shows up. And the people scatter.
People, crowd, whole ass streets.
Yep, they was like, the devil run! And so Mugman turns around, and he sees the devil, and he's big shook.
Yep.
And so he's trying to get Cuphead's attention. And it causes Cuphead to miss his shot, and he loses the soul ball game.
Yep, and then you see the soul ball machine tries to suck out Cuphead's soul, but like in the midst of that, in ever loving cartoon style, when you ever see like a cartoon character dies and you see they turn into angels, yo, homie Mugman grabbed that soul up and pulled that shit right back.
Yep. And then they proceed to run away from the devil. We got a whole Scooby-Doo run going on here.
But they are in the wrong zone for all this shit because illusions run wild on their ass.
Yep. And so what happens is that they eventually wind up tricking the devil into blowing up the soul ball machine.
Yep.
Thus releasing all of the souls.
Yep.
And the devil is big mad.
Oh yeah, he's making it his new life mission to ruin these kids, especially Cuphead, getting what he owed.
Yep, the devil vows to get that cup. And then as we say that, we see Cuphead and Mugman fleeing the carnival. So back at the house, we see them fixing the fence. Mm-hmm. And we see Cuphead. Yep, and we see Cuphead going over the day while Mughead constantly reminds him that the devil owns his soul.
That ass, he is on he's acting like nothing ever happened and everything's okay. Mugman's like, bro, we just got back to the house. Like, that's not gonna stop the devil from coming over here. He's adamant about being on your ass. Like, I don't know how you not stressing, bro.
Yep, he's like, the devil owns your soul. He's like, yeah, we had fun, we went on rides, but the devil owns your soul. Yeah, we're gonna fix this fence, but the devil owns your soul.
See,
and then funny. Here we go again. Here he go again with the cannon and the paint. And once again, here come the Kettle to go check on him, and he blows up the fence again.
Yep.
And here go Cuphead talking about too much gunpowder still. And Mugman is like, and the devil still owns your soul.
Facts.
And that's how we end the episode.
But Cuphead ain't worried though.
Cuphead's an idiot.
Shit. So the episode ends. How did you like the ending, the piano style?
I liked it.
Yeah, I think it still adds to the classic feels. It fits the classic feel of the show / the game as well.
Yes, it did. Yep. So I like the way they ended the show.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I was gonna ask on final impressions of the first episode.
You know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
It intrigues me.
I said the first episode kind of sets up the point of the show in general. It establishes the brothers' dynamic in a wild feel, but it starts to that give you like a familiar feel, whether you was into the game or an old cartoon style. I'd say a soft continue, but like it's not. It's to. I guess a lot of people was talking about how this show didn't necessarily like connect into the wild themes of how it felt with the game. Like the game, I guess, felt more adult. And do you feel like this is more of a kiddish flavor style, or is it more just a classic cartoon kind of thing? Like,
I think it's somewhere in the middle.
yeah,
I knew they weren't going to go directly with how the game went, but I knew they wanted to capture elements of that.
yeah.
And then the game itself is already based on the classic cartoon style,
Facts.
so it wasn't too much they had to do there.
Sitting around, where do you think, like, I know they have ratings for this and stuff like that, but what do you think is like the intended audience for this per se?
It's kids. It's kids.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it's
I
kids,
mean,
maybe
growing up, we've had mad shows that had like the devil in it, and the devil's always like cartoony and shit like that.
Yeah, but yeah, this is definitely aimed towards kids, maybe early teens, but yeah.
Yeah,
This is in that old school Looney Tunes style
facts.
of play. So yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
I guess in that element, they try to pick up like I guess the more adulter person who grew up with certain cartoons like this. So I guess that would be how they gravitate. But like mainly, I see between like kids to about teens where they can get the jokes on how serious it is that they're
And nostalgia, for the people that's like have watched like the old Popeyes, and stuff like that,
or just growing up in cartoons around where like Pop-Up Girls who had him, or they had the cow and chicken that the devil was a regular member of the cast and shit like that.
So this is it. Definitely nostalgia and younger audiences is probably what they're targeting here.
Yeah,
and people that probably play the game too.
That too, mainly. But after episode 1, I'd say like a soft continue to see we're moving forward. So we're gonna step into episode 2, Baby Bottle.
Baby Bottle. So of course we got the same Netflix intro to Doom, and we got our intro again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good classic feel. Keep that up. We get the title screen of Baby Bottle in general, and then we get into the episode.
Yep, and of course we see our favorite Elder Kettle.
Y'all, son, Elder Kettle. That's number one thing. That this is a classic adult getting abused by children. Because Jesus Christ.
Yep. So he's walking. He's like, listen. He's like, Cuphead and Monkman are playing marbles. He done kicked the marbles all out of the way. He's like, listen. He's like, I'm out. Don't y'all do no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't playing with y'all.
Facts. He said, I give you some rules. Don't touch the radio and no fighting.
Yep. So I'm like,
and
I'm going to get my mustache waxed.
Yeah, he getting that mustache waxed. But what they do the second he step out, they start scrapping.
Mm-hmm. He like, listen, Elder Kettle trying to find him, or Mrs. Kettle, listen, I got get my mustache right.
Facts.
Stay out of trouble.
Shit, you never know. But like, yo, the second he left, the kids wanted that smoke, and they fought all the way around. They saw the radio, so they avoided that. But they literally, I think Mugman was like, yo, why we fighting? And he was like, literally, yo, it's deadass because he said we couldn't.
So as soon as he closed the door,
all you saw was the classic cartoon melee spin shit, where they just disappear in the dust, and all you can see is fists flying.
And Mugman asked the questions like, why are we fighting?
Yeah.
And Cuphead talking about because we're not supposed to.
See?
So he needs ass whoop.
One of them niggas. But then all you hear is they stop their fight to like they hear something outside and they check and someone left a whole ass baby on his doorstep.
Wait, let's talk about the way they open the door. About you're back so soon, dearest Kettle. You know,
you little motherfucker.
Right? Trying to be got the little halos and everything. I was like, son,
bullshit.
Yo, Cat City.
I mean, shit. They coming in with a little halo. You know the devil's somewhere pissed as hell.
Right? And then they see they got the little note with the little baby that says, please take care of baby.
That's wild.
And then we see the baby. Like, okay.
Cup and Mug trying to figure out what the hell to do now. Baby said mama already.
And then so Cuphead's like, yo, Mugman, what are we supposed to do with this baby?
Yo.
I'm like, yo, listen. Mugman like, nah, listen, I got this. We gonna take care of the baby. So Mugman, he's chilling. He's just talking to the baby. And Mugman is just...
The baby fuck with Mugman. The baby ain't fucking with Cuphead. Cuphead tries to get it to say mama, but it ain't with it. Mugman burps it while it bites Cuphead. Like,
Yo, that baby did not like Cuphead. As soon as Cuphead picked him up, he started crying.
yeah, he's like, I don't fuck with this one right here.
He's like, I don't like this one.
He's like, I don't know why, but I don't fuck with you, bro.
Yep. So Cuphead's running around with the baby talking about, Mugman, why is it crying? He's like, he just me and you probably like, yo, you scared the damn baby.
Shit. Nigga like, I'm that ugly? Damn.
And so they going through different things.
Yep. And
It's like, yo, they try to go deep, but Cuphead's like, here, Mugman, take this baby.
facts.
I ain't about this life.
Yeah, but the baby not fucking with Cuphead at all. And then he ends up shooting him with milk.
Yeah.
Into like the fine China, and Cuphead got to go on commando mode trying to save that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, as soon as the baby went to Mugman, the baby was good. You get back to Cuphead, he's like, nah, son, I ain't
violence, this baby of violence.
He's like, yeah, he called Mugman mama. I'm like,
shit. And then after Cuphead tried to pick up the fine China in protection, he turned around and saw the baby missing because the baby going through random rooms and shit like that, causing a whole ass mess.
Yeah, it is crazy. And the fact that Mugman left Cuphead the baby's like, yo, listen, y'all need to get it together. So I was like, nah, that baby don't like him.
No, not at all. Not fucking with at least.
Cuphead, I get Cuphead. He tried, but that baby's like, nah, I don't like you, son.
Nah, not fucking with nothing. As the baby went through his travels, the baby went tearing pages out of books and stuff, smashing fish tanks and all around. And then every time Mugman came back around, all you saw was Mugman looking at Cuphead, blaming Cuphead for all this shit, while the baby was looking innocent now.
Yeah, the baby was laughing while all this is going on too. Mugman thinking everything is good. He got back in it. He's like, what
like,
the
why
fuck
you wilding around? Like, why you wilding around the baby?
Yeah, that baby doing everything. He about to drop the fish.
Facts.
Well, he did drop the fish. I mean,
he ripping pages out the bush, smashing fish tanks and all this other shit.
He's like, Mugman, he big man. He's like, yo, Cuphead, what you doing, son?
Facts.
See, this from that last episode, Cuphead. See, you was acting up, and now everybody think it was you.
Yeah. See, boy who cried wolf now. So in the midst of them arguing and all that shit going down, the baby disappeared on them, and they start to freak out.
Yeah, that baby is wild. That baby is fast.
That's what I'm saying. Every time you turn around, that baby gone, son. So they end up finding the baby. Like they go outside and they go searching for the baby all around, only to turn back around and see the baby already back in the house. And they happy to find the baby, and then the baby juke them and lock the door on them, so they locked out the house.
Yeah, the baby done locked them out of the house. I'm like, I was like, wow, how y'all let the baby lock y'all out of the house? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? How y'all let that baby lock y'all out?
Facts. They panicking and shit like that, and they just no.
They're like, oh shit, we out of the house.
And the baby in the house, causing a racket, destroying everything.
And then Cuphead's like, yo, there's something wrong with that baby. And then Mugman like, you never wanted the baby. Oh.
This is like there's like 2 men and a baby here, yo.
Yo,
so
that's
like, that's big vibes. That shit. This remind me the SpongeBob and Patrick episode with the clam as well.
And then they say, oh, we saw baby messing with the radio. I'm like, oh baby,
yeah,
oh baby,
shit. Yeah, like there was like the baby was giving the hands all around, and then you saw them mess with the radio, and they started having a heart attack. They was like, oh no, not for Elder Kettle.
And then Mugman,
Mugman grab up the baby and tries to talk to the baby and reprimand it, but then the evil, the evil came out of that fucking baby.
He was like, that baby was. He's like, word. He's like, oh, word, mama. That's what we doing.
Mm-hmm,
the betrayal, mama.
It was like, mama, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, that baby gone.
Facts. So Mugman decided to try and work with the baby, and the Mugman gave the baby a teddy that he treasures and talks about how long he had it and keeps him calm and shit like that. Second he gave it, turned around, that baby tore the fuck, yo. He tore the head off and started tearing into it. Mugman was fed the fuck up. He was like, yeah, that baby gotta go.
Oh, that Mugman was like, whoop this baby's ass.
Nigga, Mugman was like, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
Right? It's bad when Cuphead had the whole Mugman back.
Facts. He was ready to snap on him.
So I was like, nah, it's on, son. Nah, let me at it.
But nah, when they went at that baby put on a whole defense mode because evil vibes hit the house. They getting shot with milk, phones getting cut when they trying to call for help, tables falling, the radio gets chucked, the radio is pretty much smashed, the lights out. Like, this baby evil.
Yeah, because he was like, that's not a baby, it's evil.
Facts. And it was. Shit, probably the devil dropped that baby on the doorstep.
Oh, you might be right.
Shit, that makes sense. Take that nigga in from the inside.
He said he was going to get them cups.
Facts. I mean, we don't know where this baby done came from, so it's all a fucking mess.
Demon baby.
Yeah.
The devil sent the demon baby.
The devil wears Pampers.
Mm-hmm. But boy, yeah, that baby was throwing
everything. Like, the whole
How you throw a dresser, though? I'm trying to figure it out.
The power of evil and baby strength is ridiculous, bro. He thought, like, tables was falling around. He was cutting phone wires and shit. Radios, important radios was chucked and smashed and shit. Like,
yo, and then they was hanging on the chandelier. The baby that cut the wire.
Yep. Trying to just smash these guys to death.
Yeah. So at this point, Elder Kettle will come back with his new shiny mustache, and he's like, "What the is going on here?"
You look around, everything being destroyed and shit like that. He gets mad angry. He sees the radio done messed up and shit like that. He gets all angry until he sees the baby.
And he's just recapping what's going on. And he probably like,
he
go talking about boys will be boys.
Yeah, boys will be boys until he saw what happened with the radio, and then he started spurting, and then he saw the baby. Shit was all Gucci until that baby grabbed a hold of the new mustache and ripped that bitch off.
Yep, and they told him like, oh, the baby did it, and then he see the baby.
Yep.
And he's like, and then he got suckered into.
Facts. He was like, everything was all Gucci until that baby, the baby's strength ridiculously ripped the shit out that mustache.
Yeah, he ripped off his mustache.
The new mustache.
The way he just got waxed
like,
for old girl.
Nigga, that ass. The disrespect. It's like if you put your hands to the Steve Harvey mustache and just rip that shit off.
And then here you go again. He said, "Bad baby," and I'm like, "Oh shit."
Mhm. Yup. The moment he said that, the baby turned on the evil mode face, and now all hell is breaking loose in the house, and the family literally behind enemy lines.
He out here make whole other
facts. He went. All you saw was the no fighting that he was talking about earlier. The baby went in and gave him some hands.
Nah, I'm sorry. This baby would have had to get curb stomped at this point.
Oh yeah, no. At this point, the baby fighting, the baby a whole ass adult. Like I said, the devil put it on. Right. The devil put it on. So the family is beyond enemy lines.
You ain't no baby no more. You a tiny person. You a tiny adult now. You get these hands.
They was in that house looking like they was going into war. They had battle ready armor ready to fight this child. Like the family had to go back to their corner to strategize against the damn baby.
Right? Yo, Elder Kettle with the axe had me weak.
My nigga, it was wartime, bitch. Yo, you saw the baby, what the baby was doing? Them hands was lethal. He knew what the hell to do. Like, they had to handle this.
And then we were talking about, like, nah, don't go, you better kick that thing out the door.
Facts. They saw the baby asleep. And they was like, nah, we know what we have to do now, because after all that rage and lust and shit like that baby had to go back to sleep eventually. When that baby went to sleep, they was like, this is not on us. They go, the way how they framed it, it seems like this has happened. Like this is how the baby gets around to the whole village. Because I feel like someone had the baby from, like, I think overall, the devil created this baby, and then the baby was put through like different people to torture him from house-wise. Yep. So every time there was like a new note, it just kept passing from house to house.
Yeah, but then you see them in the bushes, like, yeah.
Facts. I feel like the last people did the same shit too. They was in the bushes too, leaving it and watching somebody pick up the baby. It was like, all right, that's not our problem.
I did believe it, because they're like, the way. The way they pass this baby around, yo. Oh, my goodness.
Everybody got to go through this situation. Like, this shit going to be destroyed, and they going to get hands by the baby until the baby fall asleep, and then they pass it to the next baby.
Yeah, so I'm like, nah, we not messing with this baby. Nah, this baby got to go.
F that.
This baby got to go.
Yup. And that was pretty much the end of the episode.
Yep.
Yep. So, how's your final impression on episode 2 and so far the series as a whole with those 2 small episodes, pretty much?
I like this episode better than the first.
Yeah, this one definitely. I mean, it's classic feels of people trying to take care of a baby, especially when the baby is acting out like heavy, and you give the baby like demonic strength and shit like that. Like this is like babies in their terrible twos era and shit like that. Yeah.
So overall, from the first to the second episode, it got better.
Yeah.
So
it shows like the story of the week type element. You could sit down and watch it anytime and have this fly by. It's different cartoons, different episodes. Sometimes it connects, sometimes it knows. Sometimes you do general canon in your head. But nonetheless, it feels. I mean, the vibe's getting better. Like you got the start of the episode, and then you see shit starting to get like funny here.
Yeah, boy, Elder Kettle be going through it.
Oh, facts. He is though. Like I hope, kind of like I don't know if I've seen it throughout season 1, but I feel like in season 2 they should do a backstory of how he ended up dealing with raising these 2 kids. Like they never said. They call him Elder Kettle, but like why is he raising these kids? Are they orphans? Does he run an orphanage? Like what's going on?
Yeah, maybe we'll get into the backstory of Elder Kettle.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear it because this nigga be dealing with shit all the time.
Right. Son can't even get his mustache waxed in peace.
Yeah, his mustache.
Right.
Shit getting ripped off by random babies that was just in his house. Like, who the fuck are you? Why my kids having kids? Like, what's going on?
Son probably had a whole date that night and baby effed it all up.
Messed up my kitchen, messed up my nice radio. We was going to do the ragtime gal. Yo, what if Michigan Frog was about to play them some shit? Come on, son. Who says that his favorite song ain't Everybody Do the Michigan Rag, bro?
Right? Exactly.
He looked the type of nigga to be doing the Michigan Rag.
Shoot. Man, let's right. He does. My man was probably gonna have him a good time.
Facts.
He about to leave them kids here in this house.
Shit, that baby tore off shit off him like what FICA was doing to Steve Harvey's check. Shit. Who the hell is this baby?
My check.
That ass.
Oh, I would never forget that. Oh man. But for Cuphead, yeah. So I would watch it if I didn't have anything else.
Yeah, this is definitely like this is not like a must watch, but this is a casual watch. Just like it's like how you on a comfy couch and you be chilling. That's that. Like this is a perfect shit. It's so the episodes is like 10-15 minutes a pop. There's about like I think there's 12 of them. You can kind of get through them, or you could keep them on pause whenever you got. Like it's bringing those classic feels of cartoons at any time where you just want to cut something on and you got something on either in the background or something that you just want to watch in cartoon style and shit like that. That's basically what this show reigns to be.
Yep, this is definitely a good random / background watch.
Facts. This is one of those things that you catch, probably rewatch again for a couple laughs in cartoon style. Or you probably go back after a couple of years and see like the shit that make you laugh. You want to rewatch those kind of cartoons, kind of shit.
This is something you have in the background while playing the game.
Oh, please. If you playing the game and watching the show, you might do something to your TV.
Right?
Do something to the TV. It might be a 1-2 combo. You might be giving hands to the Switch and the TV like that, baby.
Right? Go ahead, co-host. Go grab your Switch and put it on.
Listen, man. Going through that game, I don't think the baby is one of the people you got to fuck up, right?
I don't know.
This would be a perfect episode to put in some DLC enemy that's the baby, and the baby trying to chuck everything at you and try to give you the hands. Oh, perfect time to go shoot that shit with Mugman and Cupboard.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. Like, yeah, oh, you stupid baby. Yeah,
Facts. Facts. At this point, the way how they made Elder Kettle a whole character in the show, I feel like they should do a DLC since they putting in I think sometime this year they putting in the girl chariot or chalice or some shit like that. They should put in Elder Kettle.
Yeah, that
would with the battle axe. With the battle axe.
With the battle axe. Like,
with the battle axe. Make him a melee, close combat, gotta cut at these characters type shit, bro. Make that nigga, give that nigga his armor and shit.
Like, find that baby that, yeah, this is my radio, bitch.
Facts. You ruined date night, you baby son bitch.
In my stash. I even can't.
Facts. Oh, imagine he uses that shit like a batarang now. Pop that shit off. Make that shit come back.
That's his secondary.
Fags. I'm telling you, listen to these ideas. We give you more DLC. Oh, the kettle. Get it popping.
Right. Welcome to the Cuphead Show.
His charge up move when he gets all the points is he got the steam coming out of the high top.
Oh man.
Because he the kettle, man. He got to blow the steam. Oh. Come on, son. These ideas just flowing.
Oh man, make it happen. Make that a
thing, son. But yeah, that's the kind of vibe we got on the Cuphead Show. Definitely a kind of chill vibe. Not a must watch, but it's definitely an enjoyable watch for sure.
Yep, a nice, quick, entertaining little romp.
Yep. We wanted to do one of these quick, short ones. And our lineage, we've tackled longer shows, so this little nice little 2-episode small review definitely worked up our alley.
If you see a baby at the front door, just send it somewhere else.
Please.
Don't take the baby.
First of all, if you know your ass ain't ready for no baby, don't be go picking up something on the front door. Like, bro, there's other places that you can leave this baby because
slide your neighbors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This show taught you to slide that bitch to your neighbors because it's not your problem. These cups from New York.
Yeah, they're like, no, we're not doing that.
See something, say something. See something, pass it on to the next nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's the true motto. But yeah, that closes the book on Comfy Couch this week with Cuphead episode 1 and 2 preview. Now, our next review episode is gonna be Down with BMP, Black More for Power, and we've been avoiding it for some time, co-host. But it's finally time to reach to that Power Ranger series. This is a classic one, but it's not the most loved. I know co-host ain't gonna have the best time with this one, but we finally tackling Turbo, the series, episode 1 and 2. Rant coming.
No, next week is canceled. PSA. Woo woo.
It don't matter if it's next week. It's eventually it's coming. Can't avoid it. However he trying to maneuver. We got to do the Down with BMP eventually, and it's Turbo. We've been avoiding Turbo for the longest.
Listen, we're gonna go review Car Ranger instead.
How about we do Car Ranger and the Turbo? We doing back-to-back episode 1s then.
Listen, the Blerd By Nature Podcast is going on hiatus.
He is trying to avoid this back. And yo, in the future image when we start digging up the vault, y'all gonna hear my story when it comes to Space 12 because that's the kind of demeanor of that. But since we did Space 12, we gotta do this car. We gotta go vroom vroom with this shit. So we will be back.
Can we just review Space 12 again?
We will be back with Turbo. You're right. We can do Space 12 at another time again, but we gonna do Car Vroom Vroom Turbo episode 1 and 2, The Misadventures of Turbo. There you go, The Misadventures of Turbo. Say it again, Vroom Vroom Turbo.
Can we put this in the same place as Powerpuff?
Not this time, unless they having a Car Ranger reboot. I mean, look, bro, we got 2 sections of the Turbo we could do. We could do the movie, or we could do the episode 1 and 2.
That's in ASJ in jail. We can't do the movie.
Oh no, that's perfect time to do the movie. Man, that's new material, nigga. That's new material. He was locked up on the island. He locked up now. Like what? Shit, he back. Yo, honestly, he needs to keep that same energy if he goes to jail. He need to be the head bitch in charge. He better come in with that same rage. He better choke lift another nigga like he did JDF. That's how he gonna protect his assets.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, Turbo.
How did we get here?
Because we did a lot of other. Before we became official, we did a lot of other series of Power Rangers. So we are keeping with the. This is what it looked like. We were about to be in the 60s, so we hitting the 60s now. So once
Can we do Operation Overdrive again?
Hell no! Oh no! Oh, we already did it once. So if we doing it once, we gonna have to go through the torture of Turbo once as well.
Fine.
I just want to hear. At this point, I'm just dying to hear next week's controversial rant. I'm not avoiding this rant. I had my Space 12 rant. I had my Operations Overdrive rant. This, nah. We had our violation on Wild Force. Nah, we going. This as bad as it is, as controversial it is, as it almost took out the Power Ranger series as a whole. We gonna have to tackle the infamous Turbo.
You sure we can't do Big Bad Beetleborgs?
I mean, that's gonna be on the list eventually. That's gonna be eventually on the list, but it's not down with BMP. It's not yet. That's gonna have to be on a comfy couch or some shit.
Man.
Yeah, run from it, try to hide it, but like Thanos said, it's unavoidable. You come right back to it, baby.
Oh,
we gonna have to tackle Turbo twice, bro. So like, might as well get one of them out the way.
Oh man, somebody play the Snorville thing because I need somebody to save
me. You better have it queued up next week. Like I could just see it now. It's time for the main event. OD here in the background. Somebody save me. OD having the. All right, now I gotta get in the rant mode.
Oh man, next week.
I'm gonna ask for fast facts, and your first facts is fuck this show. Next.
Oh man, you know what? The only saving grace is that D with Toxins in here, so I have to find some positive with this.
And then on top of it, what was it? The other week it was the anniversary too, so it's unavoidable, bro.
Listen.
Shit about to be fun because I'm about to let him just go off. Like the main event segment just about to be like curated on just fuel, anger, rage, all that shit that can energize a Tesla car, a Tesla Turbo Ranger car.
I'm about to just let Gustav take this episode. I can't be bothered.
That's even better. Off the bottle, talking about this shit, we about to have galore.
Somebody get me some bowls because I'm gonna need it.
Oh my god, it's still in my fridge, bro.
I'm about to come get it. I'm about to come get it.
I'll go put that in and I'll mix it in with the Dominican rub that's been sitting in the fridge for like 2 years fermenting. So yeah, bro, once you take that shit, it's gonna be a Moon Knight type shift. You're gonna be see flashes around and boop. Yup, it's Gustav here.
Hey, maybe I'll finally take that edible. I don't know, man. This definitely sounds like a potent, perfect time to take any kind of extreme measures and then come back and violate. Because I don't want to remember none of this episode.
Oh boy,
that's coming.
This sound like a certain old guest we had in Mystic Force.
Oh, maybe I should. Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe I should take a vacation this week.
Yeah, I mean, we took a pause off my vacation last week. It don't stop nothing, bro. I said next review episode. I didn't say next week. Next week could be the next, huh?
Maybe I get a feeling. I gotta think about this.
Oh boy. It's gonna be fun. Cause whether one way or another, we gonna get around to it. So
I guess so.
Swallow that pride, bro. It ain't Space 12 in here. It's room time.
Room time.
It's room time, bro. Shit, it's shift into turbo.
I blame Rocky for this. Him and
Oh shit! I didn't even get a time to talk about that shit. The Rocky controversy where the news was posting up pictures of the Red Ranger and it was fucking Steve. Yo, this nigga was like, and it was Steve's face too. That's the worst part about it is they was putting Red Ranger shit up and it was Steve's whole ass face. Bro, imagine that. Niggas talk about this motherfucker about to go to jail and Steve looking at the news and be like, nigga, what you mean me? What I do with the PP? This nigga said I never heard of a PPP load in my life. Just because we shared the same red suit don't mean y'all got to put me in the jail with him. Damn, everybody hates Rocky.
Yo, Steve was probably like, what the fuck?
Him being the second Red Ranger will always be a curse on his life. Niggas don't like him as much as Jason. Niggas violate him by putting him as blue. Niggas break his leg. Niggas don't give him back no Ranger powers. Niggas want to block him up instead of Austin St. John. Like, motherfucker, what? What did Steve do?
Yo, Steve, Son, I don't
Steve
tell you,
ain't
son.
do shit, bro. Steve ain't even he ain't even one of them niggas that do controversial shit. Like, he just be having regular days. Like, imagine popping open a newspaper, seeing your face, talk about you about to go to jail for 20 years on PPP loans. Like, nigga, I ain't do none of that shit. What you mean?
All right, you getting calls talking about, yo, what you did, son?
Bro, like, yo, you wake up to the messages. Somebody sending you the article. You like, nigga, what's going on? What I do? I ain't do shit.
And you looking like, oh, this the bullshit.
This the bullshit.
You see, this is why I don't come back for no episodes.
Oh my god, do you know how bad it's gonna be when they have the 30-year anniversary and they can't get Austin St. John and they gonna bring Steve up there?
Don't bring Steve, don't do it.
They gonna put in they gonna do it the worst way too. They gonna show the Red Ranger and then they gonna show him in the whole fit and everything. They gonna pop up the helmet like Tommy did that one time.
Oh,
they gonna open it up and they gonna show Steve and all you gonna hear, boo.
Don't do that to Steve, man. Oh,
Somebody gonna hit him with a shiny red tomato.
right, that man got enough heat. Don't do that to him.
Shit, that nigga got go away heat at that point.
Right? Don't do that, man. That man don't deserve that.
That's like if they did the Fresh Prince reunion and they didn't invite the Black Arm Viv for that shit.
Oh man.
Oh, they would have had heat. Yeah, the light skinned Aunt Viv would have had heat.
Mm-hmm. But yes, yeah, poor Rocky. He can catch a break.
Yeah.
And they did him dirty in Turbo.
Oh,
we gonna talk about that though.
We gonna talk about that though. But nonetheless, all right. So everybody prepared with that, and that's gonna be the next review episode.
Maybe we got a whole week to plot. Maybe
Yep.
or so. We got a whole next episode to plot.
Oh yeah. So on that note, we got an email set up for everybody.
Maybe the captain could fill in for this.
We'll see about all that. But nonetheless, we got an email set up again at blerdbynature@gmail.com. Ask us any questions, any comments, concerns, anything about that. Maybe you want to be a future guest or something like that. Let us know. Facebook, Instagram at Blerd By Nature. Twitter at Blerd By Nature, spelled Nature. Co-host, hit us with the YouTube.
If you're looking for us on YouTube, you can find us by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yes, and once again, coming up, we got stuff cooking in the ether. We're gonna take us back to Vault series coming soon for the people's guest episode. We still working out. We'll contact everybody and we'll fix up the maneuvers, and you'll hear a myriad of multiple other voices to join us in conversation bliss or controversy or hot takes or all this shit all around. So that's coming up real soon.
That's gonna be fun.
Yep. And co-host, do you have any final notes before I hit the outro?
You sure about this next? You sure about this next episode?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
100% sure.
You sure you can't do that?
If you have your series you got problems with, I've been through my shit twice. So let's go. I've had my good days and I've had my bads. It's time for you to hit the turbo now. We've avoided it for long enough, and honestly, I didn't even know why we was avoiding it for long enough. But now I realize how long we've been avoiding it for a reason.
Can I just finish the Vault episode? Oh man.
Shit, what if what is our other options? Hitting Megaforce? Oh no, that's down the list, bro. That's shit. We better rip off the bed. Like I said, we going down to the wire. We've hit so many good series, and we're hitting down to the wire when it comes to problematic. So we're gonna hit Turbo. Next one after that probably might be Mega or Super Megaforce.
We can't do VR Troopers.
That Kamen Rider, all that shit. If it ain't Rangers and Sentai specifically, then no, that's gonna be under comfy couches.
But JDS supposed to be on the show, and he kind of was getting for the pilot, so we can kind of make it work.
Well, if you want JDF on the show, Turbo is just fine for you, brother.
Oh no.
Oh no. And we specifically do it episodes 1 and 2, so he will definitely be there.
Oh no. Alright, just hit us with the outro.
Yeah, the last note before the outro from you is F Turbo.
I need a drink.
But yeah, on that note, thanks for joining us today from Black Thought to Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man that needs to come up with the plan for this next episode, Maurice.
This man with drinking plan. And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. Ay, vroom vroom, baby, vroom vroom.
No, we're not doing that. Till next time.
I'd say peace, but it sounds like it's a whole bunch of stress till next week.
Oh no, we're not shifting into nothing, people. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Oh,
next
he's
episode.
shifting into a drink. He's shifting into the couch. He shifted into depression and anxiety when he has to review. Man, I wish I could be a fly on the wall to watch you have to retouch up on these episodes and literally write notes on it. Every under notes is fuck this series, fuck this series, fuck the series. Why?
I'm be calling co-host every name under the sun, y'all. Just so y'all know while I'm reviewing this thing.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the big rant. I'm gonna come up with my big rant hat. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna be like, the stage is yours. Turbo up.
No.
Shift into the stage, my brother.
Oh no.
Yep. But on that note, I would say peace, but it's more like stress.
Till next time, everyone.
Yep. Out of here.